Hey there, I see lots of love and hearts. Hey you, how are you? Hey Bernie, hope you guys are safe, you and your kids and your family. I couldn't resist tonight. I'm gonna flip this camera around in a few minutes, but for those of you who have been to my house before and in the backyard, come to the parties. Hey Maureen, you know that there's a river that runs behind my house. And usually it's beautiful and quiet and low. And tonight it is very high and loud. So all across the East Coast, I'm pretty sure, we've had lots of rain everywhere. Today, a couple of times it felt like the sky was opening. And it's very much like our lives, you know, kind of like this crazy COVID-19. We're moving along and all of us had great plans and we were about to get it done. We were getting ready to get ready. And then this happened and things change. So the river, I just walked down here actually with my friend, hey Heather, my friend Mia the other day. And she's like, oh my God, this is so beautiful, but how do we get it clean? And I said, hey Matt, we just wait for a nice big rainstorm and the river raises and gets high and washes everything out. And I think it was 2006. Hey Deanna, I think it was 2006. We had an issue with our reservoir and something broke and the dam opened up and washed out a couple of places, and we had grills and hot water heaters and lawnmowers in our backyard, and it's absolutely beautiful. But more importantly, it sounds hey Heather hey Daryl. So it's absolutely beautiful tonight and quiet, and so I came down in the backyard and I wanted to talk a little, of course, to you. And even though I'm the selfie queen, I really do hate talking in front of the camera. So it's perfect that you can listen to the water and a little bit of me. And we could talk a little bit if someone has a question or anything. And I know it's an odd time to go on. Some people are eating dinner. But because we're stuck at home, everybody's on all day long. And everybody has some insight. And we can learn and gather something from everyone. But let's see, flip it right. There we go. So I'm just going to be quiet for a few minutes and I'll come back. I just want you to be able to hear that. Hey, Patty. Hey, Christine. Love those babies. Well, both of you. Patty's got grand and you've got babies. I guess some of you have seen my little pictures with Jude. No social distancing situation. I love that kid, but he's hysterical. So anyway, the last few weeks since I've been stuck at home, and I've been working on revamping my coaching business and, you know, a little bit more, digging down a little bit more as to what I really stand for. Because those of you who know me know that I'm quite opinionated, but I don't think ever in an offensive manner. I always look to help my fellow friends, neighbors, and family out as much as I can. And I've learned over the years, sometimes you can help people too much, but I don't think that'll ever change who I am. But thanks to a friend of mine named Christine Miskinnis. She's a life coach as well. And I went to one of her big events in New York City 2 years ago. And she's always doing these challenges. Hey, Spinelli. Hey, Donald. And she's always doing these challenges. And so she challenged us. Hi, Deb. She challenged us to dig deeper into our coaching because the world's going to be different once we're unleashed and uncaged to go back out and roam amongst other humans again. And there are people's lives who are going to be forever changed because they've lost people. People who are going to heal from this and get better, but never be the same as they were. But we really have to take this time to think about what all of this means. The things that we've taken for granted. The opportunities that we let pass us by because we thought there was going to be more time. I know I definitely did myself, so I'm not going to preach to anyone. I typically, when I talk, I share the good things that happened to me and then some of the crazy things that I just bring on myself. And I kept saying, oh, I'm going to go speak and I'm going to go do here and there and do this big thing. And, oh, I've got time and oh, I've got time. And here we are. And I thought that I would be able to have a big group in April in the city. And then after that, I was going to follow up in May with my first big 3-part event. Well, that's been pushed back. But thank God, everything does happen for a reason, even though sometimes it sucks. but it does happen for a reason. So it's allowed me to look at my business in a different way. And it's allowed me to be able to relate to some people that before I couldn't relate to because I hadn't had that experience. A lot of people will, and this isn't a judgment, these are facts. A lot of people will talk to you about what they've read or what the book says or what their doctor says. Hey, T. But they haven't a clue because they haven't experienced it. Hey, Derek. And so I only tried to talk about either what I've experienced or what some beautiful human being who has been in my life has shared with me. Hi, Barbara. Hope you're well and the family as well. And that's what I talk about. So for me, I've been able to dig deeper into who I am and what I represent. And I've come up with some really great ideas because before I was just on the surface. I wasn't digging deep, you know. And though I do get vulnerable, sometimes I don't get vulnerable enough. I'm not worried about any kind of cockiness. I'm pretty humble. I only get cocky if someone insults me, my family, or my friends. And I don't get cocky. I get factual, passionate, you know. But anyway, so I was really thinking about, you know, what I stand for. And I stand for the movement of women finding their voices. It has nothing to do about going against men. I love men. I have 9 brothers. I've employed over 150 men over the last 27 years. Slew of ex-boyfriends, you know, not that much, but, you know, just an expression. So I love men, and I probably wouldn't be as sassy. Okay, I'll take that. I probably wouldn't be as humorous and as open-minded as I am without all of those different men that have been in my life. Brothers, brother-in-laws, you name it. So this isn't against men, but for so long, women have not had a voice. They've been in the back of the room, or even in my industry that I come from, my past industry of the sanitation business. I had to really fight to be heard because no one took me serious. So then I had to get serious and change how I spoke. Hilda, mwah, how are you? I had to change how I spoke. I had to change how I dressed. You know, I had to dress the part of a man. In the beginning, I would cover up my cleavage and, you know, not try to be too sexy because you want them to respect you and all these other things. So I'm beyond that now, and I could give a rat's patoot what they think of me. All they need to do is hear the words that come out of my mouth. But more importantly, as women, we have so much to deprogram ourselves and put new information into our computers. And being able to express ourselves, being able to say what we want, what we don't want, what we like, where we want to go, where we don't want to go, what we want to eat, how we want to eat, all those things. Once we get married or have children or get in a relationship, it's all about them. Typically, the average loving, caring woman is what I'm talking about. If you have something else, I'm sorry, but I'm not talking about her. So the thing is that we forget what we want to eat, what we like. We want a certain color in the room. We compromise, all of those things. So it's time that we learn how to express ourselves and we learn how to help each other. We've spent a lot of time hating on each other, and we have to really work on that too. But because I come from the trash business, sanitation, recycling, whatever you want to call it, I am a professional recycler. I've been doing that for over 27 years. And so, oh my God, I wish I had a flashlight. There's something big coming down the river. It's a tree that broke off. Let me see if I can shut up. You can hear it or see it. Oh my goodness, it's so big. Oh, there it is. It's like a big tree. Oh my God, it's huge. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked, excited like a little kid. So with that all being said, just want to make sure I can still see out there. With all that being said, we have to learn how to express ourselves to get where we want, to get what we want, and to share in our relationships so that we're happy. You know, I spend a lot of time around women, and they're all recycling their lives. They're all starting over. They're all doing all these things because somewhere we were programmed to go with the flow. That's BS. That's before Shirley. You don't go with the flow. You go with what makes you feel good, as long as you are not hurting someone else and you are helping some people along the way. That's the way to do it. Now, some people don't feel they need to help people, and that's good too. I'm just going to flip the camera every now and then. Lighting is changing. Hey, Jean, how are you? I hope you're well. Hey, Shane. So anyway, so we have to learn to do those things. And some of us express ourselves in ugly ways too. You know, we don't necessarily have to be so ugly to people. I do like a couple of curse words. I'm getting much better at it. But we have to be able to tell people what we want, how we want. But more importantly, at this point in our lives, we've seen some things. I don't think we've ever thought we'd see something like this. But we've seen a lot of things now. And how will we live the rest of our lives? Some of us are in marriages that we should have been out a long time ago, not to talk about the other person. Sometimes shit just doesn't work out, and it's okay. We're human, we make mistakes, we change, we evolve, and that's good too. So back to the recycler. I'm a professional recycler. So for the remainder of 2020, until I'm done doing my work and done traveling the world and meeting amazing people and sharing their stories, I know for one thing that I was put on this planet to help women sort through the trash in their lives, aka blockers or limiting beliefs, recycle their lessons that they've learned, and then reuse them to find their voice and their purpose on this planet. Now, everyone doesn't have to go and save the world, that's for sure. But everyone has a role here. Even if you're a bum, you have a role to be a bum. And they have goals and plans too. I remember in, Georgetown Upward Bound program I was in high school. And Professor Ross said, even a bum has a plan. His plan is to get up every morning. He's going to go out and he's going to bum 25 cents from everyone. Of course, this is an old story. You need a couple dollars now, not 25 cents. But he's going to bum 25 cents from enough people, gather enough money to go buy his bottle of wine, return back to his hole. Hey, Candace, turn back to wherever he's staying, his box, his hole, his crate, the basement of a friend, wherever it is. Get his drink on, go to sleep, and get up the next morning and do the same thing. So he, believe it or not, is still successful. And I don't know how many of us can say we're successful. But now successful is based on what your success is. For someone who's on this call, her success is finding her voice. For so many years, she didn't have a voice, and she thought she wouldn't be good public speaker. She thought, she was just put on this earth to just do great bookkeeping. But she entered into a program, hey, Dawn, that changed her life, that gave her her voice. And she's running political campaigns today. She is running for a state office in one of our organizations. And when I see her speak, I want to cry like she's my kid, because we've been friends for 30 plus years. And I've watched her evolve the same way she's watched me evolve. And it's beautiful when you can see your sisters do that. And so it's time we come together, we collaborate, we share, we lift each other up instead of looking at her like, ooh, how'd she get there? All that petty stuff that doesn't matter when a damn pandemic is going on. You know what I mean? When you're stuck at home. So those are some of the things that I've been working on. And I'll repost tomorrow. And I might do another live because that water's still going to be high tomorrow. We'll see. But I'll do it in daylight so you can see more. But I'm teaching a distance learning class. And it's called Navigating Through the New World. Because, again, when we're unleashed, it's going to be a new world. And how will we adapt? We've been pretty spoiled and comfortable if we haven't noticed. And it's time that we think about that. And it's time that we think about other people. And it's time that we think about our children and our grandchildren, because maybe there were some things that we didn't know when we were raising them that we might know today, that it's never too late to go back and help them and teach them and guide them and show them some things and share with them some things. Two of my younger boys, not younger, the oldest and the youngest, said to me the other day, I wish we would have paid attention. Hey, Stace, I wish we would have paid attention when you had the garbage company, because, man, we'd be working there now and we'd be safe. Well, it's never safe, because I wasn't safe, but I was safe for 24 years. No shame in my game on that one. And anybody, who wants to talk trash, imagine whatever, try to do what I did. I'm sure you can do what you did, but my situation was quite unique in a little town in Sullivan, a community like Sullivan County. But anyway, with all that being said, they said to me, they wish they would have. No one wants regrets. No one wants to say, I wish I would have. Why didn't I? So this has been time to go into your little cocoon, figure out what the heck's been going right, because we forget that sometimes. You know, when we're traveling through the storm or adversities, whatever you want to call them, we forget that there were some good damn times. But did we nest away? Did we keep memories of them? You know, when we made that extra money, what did we do with it? How did we spend it? All those crazy kind of things that we have to think about. So I don't want to ramble on too long, because as usual, when I saw the water so high, I ran out. I'm not sure about how much battery I have left out here. But I wanted to thank everyone who came on. Be looking for more of my lives and my workshop, like I started. I got sidetracked. My workshops are going to be April 22nd, 20-something, and then May something and something. I'll repost tomorrow. But I'm going to be doing these classes for the Sullivan County Community College Distance Learning Program. I would love for some of you to get on that, see a little bit about what I do. If there's something in your life that I can help you with, guide you with, put you on a path to something that you've been burning and yearning to do, but you thought there was going to be plenty time, or you put it on the burner because other people were more important or other situations. Hey, Cassandra. So if you haven't noticed, hey, Jerry, a lot of people are going to have to create their own wealth. They're going to have to create their own path. And I've been very lucky and blessed that for the last 27 years, some years not as good as the rest, but I've been the creator of my own income. I have been responsible for creating my own check. And I don't know how many people are willing to do that, but I do know that everyone was put here with a purpose and a passion to do something. And as long as you're serving people and you're lifting people, I won't speak on God. I will say the universe, only because there are many people with many different denominations and faiths and things like that. And I don't want to insult anyone. So whoever your God is, or whoever you consider to be, hey, Trish, whoever you consider to be the person or the thing that you listen to and follow, you have to have a plan no matter what. So you have to be willing to follow. But I'm sure if you could raise your hands or throw some hearts or something, most of you would agree that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you know that your life can be better, and it's never too late. We read all the time that 80-something, 90-something year olds are changing their lives and doing new things. So I want you to think about something you've been burning to do. And maybe we can talk about it. You know how to reach me. Or maybe you can join my class that I'll be teaching at the distance learning for Sullivan County Community College starting the second week or third week in April. And we can talk about it and go from there. And I just started as if everybody knew, because most of my friends are on. But I forgot to say that I'm Shirley Ann Felder, CEO of Ordinary Greatness and an international life coach. And it's always my pleasure to come and drop some humor, some knowledge, some real life stuff, and share, because most people are afraid to share because we're afraid somebody might find out something. So little do we know, especially now, and hey, Jack, especially now, since everything is on the internet and everything's going to be digital, no matter how you fought it. So you might as well get, on the boat for the ride, and let's decide how we're going to navigate through the future world. And I look forward to answering any questions or talking to anyone. You know how to reach me. And you guys have a good night. And I promise, if the water's high tomorrow, I'll come out earlier and let you listen to the water. So I'm going to switch around, at least let you listen to the water a little bit more before I go. And if anybody has any questions or anything you want to throw up there, you can put it up there. And if not, I understand it's almost bedtime. And, hey, Paco. Hey, Liz. Who said thank you? Somebody said thank you. Thank you for helping me find my voice. Thank you for, I don't know how many years saving my butt, because I hate paperwork. I love you, but it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad. I didn't want to shout you out, so since you outed yourself, I can talk about you. Hey, cuz, how are you? I swear I was coming to see you before this happened, but I'm still coming, right? As soon as they let me out of this cage. Anyway, back to Patty. Patty and I have been friends 30 years, and we worked together at waterside, and she got a promotion, and I took over her job, and we were friends, and we had a unique friendship. I always start things, she finished it, and eventually she came to work for me. And I don't like to say for me, she worked with me, because we're a great team, and we're looking forward to collaborating soon on doing some projects, because the way that Patty found her voice was beautiful. And, you know, we all have a past, we all have life experiences. Hey, George. And some better than others, some worse than others, some just different. But most of us, hey, Archies, most of us have had some experiences. That's how we got to this point. And so Patty has had some experiences, some similar to mine, some different. And when I met her, she wouldn't even look you in the face when she talked to you. She'd look away. She always had great ideas. She'd send them to me later in writing. She wouldn't even speak up about them. And we were friends. And I considered us equal. I might have had a title, but we were friends. And she is now up and coming in our New York State Professional Women's Organization. And she's been doing amazing things. Up in, what area is that, Patty? I don't know, upstate, Ithaca, Sydney, Binghamton area. So if you live in that area and you're looking for an organization to join or a mentor, you can look up Patty Pollock. Or go to nyswomeninc.com or .org, which is it, Patty? You always give me the details. Oh, Shenango County. Thank you. So Patty is hot stuff up that way. I'm hot stuff down in Sullivan County. But it's an organization that has been around for 101 years. I've been a member for 21 years. Patty's been a member off and on. And it's a good story. It's been off and on because of her faith and her self-esteem in herself. And I don't think we could kick her out of here if we wanted to now. And she's doing amazing things, and I'm so stinking proud of her, and I'm so proud to call her my friend. But that's what it's really about. We get caught up in so much stuff. And like I said, thank you, Patty, womensinc.org. So I told you guys, I start stuff, she finishes it. She does the details. I do the surface stuff. I'm warm and fuzzy. So anyway, so if there's any of you that are looking to join our organization, it's very minimal fee for all that we give. And, you know, we were one of the organizations that were a little slow to move to technology, because thank God we have women who have been there before us, and they've been in the trenches, and we have members for 40 something years. That's commitment. And so they've been around, and technology was a little difficult for them. However, we had our first state meeting on the internet. Yep, warned me. Hey, Kathy, warned me my battery's getting low. So we had our first state meeting on the internet a couple months ago. We're probably going to be doing something else again in that nature. And we help each other and we guide each other. We grow together. We learn together. And that's what it's about. So for those of you who follow me, I travel and I find tribes of women, or I find like-minded women and create tribes so that we make a movement. And much like my little slogan when I was in the garbage business, you know, we were keeping the county clean, one dumpster at a time. And so now we're going to empower women, one woman at a time, to make this world a better place for us all. Again, I mostly speak to women, but men, if you were smart, you'd listen to me. I know a few things. I especially know a few things about men. I've been surrounded by enough of them most of my life. But I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but I do like sneaking out here. Hey, Dawn. I do like sneaking out here and listening to this beautiful sound. I don't get to hear it often unless it's my big bash, my big birthday bash, after the party. So again, I'll be teaching some courses, distance learning courses at Southern County Community College. You can look that up. I'll also put it up on my site if anyone's interested in signing up. And I'm going to be looking to do a couple of more workshops. And my specialty is helping people sort through the trash in their lives. That's what I've been doing for the last 27 years. And I've created enough of my own trash to become a professional. And I definitely know the difference between trash and good things. And in all honesty, whoever your God is, again, he doesn't make junk, garbage. We do, when we don't use our God-given gifts and talents. And so, men, for those of you men who are watching or listening, hey, Jackie, I appreciate when I put things up that are a little bit vulnerable and you like it or you share it. That's going to be a big step for men. I'm looking to work with a lot of men because we have this big pillar, benchmarks for men. You have to be this, and this. And we forget that you put on your pants the same way we do. We just have one extra article of clothing. And you have emotions and feelings, and this world is tough. And so you can't do it all alone. You need a partner. You need someone who's going to love and support you the same way that she wants love and support and encouragement. And that's what a partnership and teamwork is. So before my phone dies, because I didn't expect to come out here and talk this long, I just wanted to say goodnight and thank everyone for coming out and listening. And I'll show my face in this view and say goodnight to everyone. And thank you for listening. And I look forward to talking to you more in the future. Have a good night, everybody. Patty, thank you. Jackie, thanks for the good advice. And thanks again for listening.